My name is Ellie Dudley and I'm the legal affairs correspondent with the Australian newspaper. And I've spent the past 4 weeks in Morwell, a tiny town in regional Victoria that is currently hearing possibly the biggest criminal trial of this year. Over the past 4 weeks, you may have seen the words beef Wellington, mushrooms, murder trial, Erin Patterson flying across your news feeds. But this may have been the first time you've properly engaged with coverage of the Erin Patterson murder trial. Well, consider this your one-stop shop to everything that you need to know. Erin Patterson has been accused of murdering 3 of her estranged husband's relatives by feeding them a poisonous beef Wellington laced with death cap mushrooms at a lunch in her home in mid-2023. She's also been accused of attempting to murder a 4th relative who was present at the lunch but survived after a lengthy stay in hospital. Erin Patterson has pleaded not guilty and is vigorously defending the charges. Now, the prosecution alleges that Erin Patterson invited these 4 guests over to her home under the guise of a fake cancer diagnosis. They say she did this to ensure that her children were not present at the lunch, and so she could ask them for advice on how to break the news of her ill health to her children or whether to tell them at all. Ian Wilkinson, the sole surviving lunch guest, has given evidence in this trial, and he's spoken about actually being in the room. He's spoken about how he noted that Erin Patterson appeared reluctant to allow the women who were present at the lunch to help her serve up the beef Wellington. He also said he noted that the guests ate off of large grey plates, while Erin Patterson ate off of a smaller tan-coloured plate. Ian Wilkinson is the uncle of Simon Patterson. Simon Patterson is Erin Patterson's estranged husband, and his parents, Don and Gail Patterson, and his aunt, Heather Wilkinson, were present at the lunch. Simon Patterson has also given evidence in this trial, and he spoke about how he was actually invited to the lunch, but declined to attend at the last minute, telling Erin that he was too uncomfortable to attend. He gave evidence about his relationship to Erin, and he said that he and her were married in 2007, but they split for good in 2015. When they split, he said that they remained amicable. They took their kids on family holidays, they co-parented the children together. But that all changed in 2022 when he listed himself as separated on his tax return, and Erin Patterson asked him to start making formal child support payments to her. Now, the court has also heard some more technical evidence from some more technical witnesses, and a lot of this evidence surrounds the iNaturalist online nature sharing platform. The iNaturalist platform works where citizen scientists can go and take photos of nature in the wild and post those photos and the location of that nature to the forum for other users to engage with. The prosecution alleges that death cap mushrooms were spotted in regional towns in South Gippsland, not too far from Leongatha, and were posted to the iNaturalist website in the months leading up to the fatal lunch. The prosecution called a telecommunications expert who spoke about how Erin Patterson's device, by using cell phone tower data, possibly visited those areas where the death cap mushrooms had been spotted and posted to the iNaturalist website in the months leading up to the lunch. The telecommunications expert could not definitively say that that device visited those areas, but he said that it was indicative that it possibly did. The prosecution have also called a digital forensic officer, Sharman Fox Henry, who's spoken about analysing the devices that were seized from Erin Patterson's home after the lunch. He spoke about how he found evidence of visits to Google searches for the iNaturalist website, and how there was a visit for a landing page on the iNaturalist website that spoke about death caps in Melbourne. The court has also heard plenty of medical evidence from doctors who treated the lunch guests and also treated Erin Patterson. A doctor who treated the guests at the Austin Hospital in the intensive care unit spoke about how all 4 were suffering from organ failure and surgical procedures needed to be performed on Don Patterson and Ian Wilkinson. The court has also heard from medical professionals at Leongatha Hospital, where Erin Patterson presented herself 2 days after the lunch. She discharged herself against medical advice, they said. You can read all of our coverage from the Erin Patterson murder trial at theaustralian.com.au.